Hi, this is Adele Katsia and I'm posting for the City Hill Divorce Support Life Group Facebook page. This is part 3 of the relocation within South Africa. In terms of accommodation, when the court asks you that this is evaluated by a qualified social worker, it's really to see that the place that you're taking the child to is a safe environment. You can have a house, it doesn't have to be a house, it can be a flat. Literally, it just has to be a safe environment. But because the charges here were so exorbitant, 3,000 rand to just come out and have a look at the house and do a report, is maybe a fair price for somebody's skills. That's fine. You've paid for your education and all of that. I'm not arguing that. But it was a fee that I was no longer willing to pay because it was just too exorbitant. My daughter had been just for the 16 months in the children's court, there were 5 reports done. The social worker did 3 reports and a psychologist did 2 reports. And the court also had access to another 4 reports that had been done in previous court cases. So, they really were armed with enough information. And you just get to the point where you bleed money paying for psychologist reports because the court just want a more updated report. Time has moved on and circumstances may have changed. All fair enough. And the court really do need you, all the help you can give them. But in terms of that, I went back to the social worker and I said, I do not have the money to pay for this. So therefore, in order to prove that the accommodation is appropriate, I would take photos and videos of Olivia in the environment, and which we then did, and we submitted that to the social worker. She was then able to see. I said, you're more than welcome to send anybody to come and view the place yourself, but I'm not willing to pay for it. And the court then accepted that. It's not about bringing you down to a point where you're completely squished. They have to accommodate you to a certain degree. And if you have limitations, please go to the court and make them aware of your limitations. And so the accommodation is just an important area. The next thing you need to do is education. So if you want to relocate, you can't take the child with you until you've got the court's approval. If you have an order that denies you that. Now, if you remember from my previous series, my ex had got that order put in place because I didn't attend my divorce on the day. So they put in the order that I wasn't allowed to relocate, which was never agreed and was in fact wrong because I already had the right to immigrate and I had a court order saying that. So in terms of the education, make sure that you have the necessary documentation, and I'm going to go through that a little bit more in the next clip. Thank you.